Hey guys, my name is Jim Burgoon. I am the pastor of the Well Community Church. Also, I do a blog called jimburgoon.org. That's the website URL. And the blog is called Soul Care for the Misfits because my whole heart is to help people find emotional healing and so that they can succeed at everyday life. And every one of us want to have a win in life and we want to be able to win every day. So that's the mission of that blog. My heart is to share Jesus with people and just find that healing. I'm so thankful and so grateful that Glenn from morningencouragement.com asked me to do this quick video and share with you some things that I find powerful about being grateful and some things that I'm actually grateful for. So I want to do that for the next few minutes of your time and let me start off by saying, man, I'm so grateful that you tuned in, that you're listening, because that is something that I cherish, is when people want to actually better their lives and hear things that may change their lives. I mean, that's huge. So I'm really, really grateful for that, and thank you for hanging out with this. Thank you for following Glenn. He's got an amazing ministry, an amazing gift when it comes to encouraging people. So there's so much that I'm grateful for him and his friendship in my life. So let me first start by sending you an encouragement. Let me tell you about the power of gratitude and what it's done in my life, and what I feel that if you had more gratitude, what it would do in your life. I mean, think about this. Let me start off with a question. Do you suffer, or are you challenged in life with being discontent with your life? Like there's not a lot of peace in your life. There's not a lot of things in your life that you say, man, I'm just content. I'm at peace. Do you struggle with that? I can tell you there's many times that I do. And I'm gonna share with you that the greater my discontentment in life, it really means the less my gratitude in life. Because the more that I'm ungrateful, the more that I'm unthankful for the things in my life, the greater the amount of discontentment in my life. Because if I'm not grateful, if I'm not thankful for anything, then I can never truly be at peace with everything. I can't be at peace with anything because I am sitting, you may be challenged with this. I know I am at times, because I don't want to be grateful for some things. I go through pain. I have celiac disease, and you know what? I would love to eat a pizza one time. I would love to go out and eat wings or chicken nuggets or Chinese. Man, I would love some Chinese, but I can't do things like that because if I do, I'm sick for 2 weeks. And so sometimes I watch my family who can, and I see others, we go out to eat, and I've got to be very, very particular in where I eat and where I go. It's very easy for me to say, man, I wish I was like that. I wish that I could do that. And that what does that mean? It means that means I'm ungrateful for where I'm at. I'm ungrateful for what I have. I'm ungrateful for the life that I have, and it's a beautiful life. It's got challenges. I'm not financially well off. I've got an illness. My wife is challenged with a mental illness. And so we have these things, but we're so grateful. And I'm going to tell you, number one thing why I'm grateful is because I woke up breathing today. And we take that for granted. We're like, yeah, I woke up today. Great. I get to do another day of just not being where I want to be. You know what? But you woke up with the opportunity and the potential to get where you need to get in life. Everything that you have, everything that you need is on the inside of you. And I believe that gratitude unlocks your potential. Because when I'm grateful, I'm like, man, I'm so thankful that for the opportunities I have. I believe that God sends more opportunities. When I'm grateful for my wife, I believe my marriage is increased. I believe that the intimacy is increased. When I'm grateful for my children, I realize that my children are precious gifts. I realize that my children, they may drive me nuts. And sometimes you want to say, man, are you sure you're my kid? But the deal is I'm so grateful for them. Like, let me give you a perfect example of my children and why, I'm so grateful. Number one, they're just beautiful, talented little girls. But number two, they had a conversation the other day. And I'll tell you two conversations why I'm grateful. Number one, my wife was telling me this morning, they had a conversation the other day. And my daughter was like, my little one, my 5-year-old was like, I love whatever she picked. It was like cake or something like that. And I love daddy and the things that little 5-year-olds love. And my other daughter said, well, I love God. My 10-year-old said, I love God and God is the most important thing in my life. And then my little 5-year-old goes, well, you know what? I love God too. He's the most important thing in my life. And that was a conversation that no adults were present and nobody, no, they didn't even know that they heard that my wife heard that. I mean, how can you not be grateful for something like that? And then my youngest, my 5-year-old comes up and says, Daddy, I love you. I said, oh, honey, I love you too. You're my precious princess. God gave you to me. And she says, I know, but I want to tell you something. I said, what? I love God more than I love you. And I looked at her and I was like, well, I hope that you have that for the rest of your life because you need to love God more than you love me. And I pray for both my children. And you know how proud I am to be their daughter. You know how grateful I am. And I realized that the more grateful I am, the more gratitude I am, the more I can catch the little moments. The more I can look into the lives of my children, my wife, my family, myself, and say, look what all that God has done. Look what God is in the midst of doing because I was able to catch a moment. Because I was grateful. Because when my gratitude is less, when it goes down, when my gratitude keeps going down and ground, I live in ungratefulness, then I miss the moments. When I live in ungratefulness, you know what else that happens? Not only do I miss the moments that I'm just completely discontent in my life. I'm dissatisfied with my life. When I'm ungrateful, then my life, my joy, which God says I want to give it to you abundantly, I ruin that because I'm not thankful for what He's given me. God didn't say when I give you the abundant life that He was going to give you this beautiful life with no problems. He said, no, I'm going to be with you and you're going to have joy in the midst of everything. You're going to have the joy in the midst of your mental illness. You're going to have joy in the midst of your financial difficulties. You're going to have joy. But how do I unlock that joy? As I unlock it because of gratitude. And that's why I think it's so powerful. You know, there's so many things that I can sit here and be grateful for. I'm grateful that I'm the pastor of a church. Are we the biggest church in the world? No. Are we the smallest? No, that doesn't matter. But the people that God has sent us are some of the best people I've ever had the privilege to lead and the privilege to do life with. I'm grateful that God's given me a gift to start this blog that I'm running and to really write. I'm grateful for that because that means I can help people like you who are watching this. That's all I want to do is I want to help you take next steps with Jesus and have the life that you were meant to have. I mean, that's my goal in life. But it all wraps around gratitude. Because if you're not grateful for what you have, then God's not going to add more. If you're not grateful for what you have, then the things that you feel, the things that you want in life, you're going to miss because you're not grateful for the things you have. There's no joy. There's none of that. Why? Because I don't have gratitude. And I'm so sad. I'm so sad that we think of gratefulness. Let's do the quotation marks. We think of gratitude only around Thanksgiving. Why is that? Gratitude should be a 365 thing in every day in our lives. I should wake up in the morning and say, man, I'm so grateful I'm breathing today. I'm so grateful that the Lord gave me today. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You may not wake up tomorrow. That's macabre, but it's truth. So be grateful. You know, I'm grateful for the beautiful young children that I have and the talents they have. Do they drive me nuts? Yes. Do they fight a lot? Yes. I think that they should be angels, but it's more like WrestleMania at my house. It's like, have you ever seen that movie Jurassic World when he's messing with the raptors? I think that's my children sometimes. And I'm like, okay, and I've got to be the raptor guy, and I'm trying to make sure that they don't kill each other and they don't hurt anyone else. But I'm grateful because I catch moments. And I'm grateful because I see the potential in them. Guys, I don't know where you are today. I don't know if you're somebody who, is so far into gratitude that you can teach all of us a lesson. Or I don't know if you're struggling and be like, man, I'm so dissatisfied with my life. I'm so at a place where I don't even know if I want to go on with my life. I'm going to challenge you to grab hold of something, to find one thing that you can hold on to and say, I'm grateful for this one thing. Maybe it is simple as you woke up breathing today. Maybe it's your kids. I know sometimes you just want to like my ungrateful little kids and you want to say something mean, but no, stop. Go and say, what can you find about your kids? Sure, they drew on the walls, but look at how good they drew. Always find the brighter leaf and always find something to be grateful for. Maybe you're married and you're having problems in your marriage. Be grateful that your marriage still's together. And what are you going to do to fight for it? Maybe you have somebody who's dying of a terminal illness. Be grateful that you have the time to spend with them. And the list can go on and on. But guys, I want to tell you, you can find something to be grateful for. And when you find that one thing to start with, and you be grateful 100% of the time, you can find yourself coming to a place where it grows and grows and grows, and suddenly you're living a life of gratitude. And man, your joy and your abundance in life is more than you can ever hope, dream, or imagine. Guys, I love each and every one of you, and I've never even met you. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you tuning in on this. And I really would like, when we get to heaven, I can't wait to hear the stories that God tells about your lives. Because you are beautiful. You matter. And there's something special in you that you need to be grateful for. Guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a great night. Have a great life. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. Guys, I'm praying for you guys. Peace out.